Greetings everyone, my name is Alexander. Welcome to my channel. I am a swimming coach and also I'm a master swimmer, and recently I came across a couple marvelous videos on YouTube where former athletes and the guys from various military services were taking Navy SEAL physical test. So I decided to challenge myself and take that test as well. This test consists out of 5 events. First one is 500-yard swimming. Second one is most push-ups in 2 minutes. After that, most sit-ups in 2 minutes. Next one is most pull-ups without time limit, and in the end, 1.5 mile run. So swimming pool is right behind my back, and let's get right into it. Event number 1, 500-yard swim. Let's go! To be honest, I'm pretty confident with swimming part, but I absolutely don't know what to expect from all rest of events, which makes this test even more interesting. So here we are, event number 1. I'm warming up before my test swim, and my advice, guys, whenever you know it's not going to be an easy stroll for you and you have to perform on the edge of your abilities, warm up. That's the key to successful performance. So I warm up before my swimming. I just raised my heart rate to necessary level to be comfortable with my pace during my swim. Okay, here I am finishing out my first 100. As you see, I've chosen freestyle stroke because it's the fastest and the most reasonable stroke for this event. And currently my pace is slightly under a minute, which is pretty solid. As you see, I can track my pace because there is a huge dashboard with a clock on it, and on the following hundreds, I'm gonna slow down my pace a little bit and maintain bearable and reasonable pace. Alright guys, in order to pass Navy SEAL physical test, there is certain requirements. For 500-yard swimming, the minimum requirement is 12 minutes, or to be competitive, you must swim within 8 to 9 minutes. For push-ups, minimum requirement is 50 reps, or to be competitive, 80 to 100 reps. Same requirement for sit-ups, 50 minimum, 80 to 100 to be competitive. For pull-ups, minimum requirement is 10 reps, or to be competitive, 15 to 20. And for 1.5 mile run, minimum requirement is 11.5 minutes, or to be competitive, you must run within 9 to 10 minutes. and in the end my time is 5:26. Average pace is around 1 minute and 5 seconds per 100 yard, which is pretty good because I didn't have to set my personal best time. I knew that I'm gonna be way below competitive level for a swim event. 5:26, guys. It wasn't that simple as it seemed. I need to take a time to get recovered and moving on to the next part. Push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, and my favorite 1.5 mile run. Let's get it. Alright guys, so next part of a physical test is ability to work out with your own body weight. Like I mentioned before, most push-ups in 2 minutes. After that, in 2 minutes break, most sit-ups, and 2 more minutes break and pull-ups. So let's get it started. We have timer over here. 2 minutes. Once, very famous athlete said, I don't count squats. I only start counting them when it starts hurting. Muhammad Ali. So basically, it started to hurt from the very beginning. And I think every single one is gonna do the deal for me. So I never done more than 30 at once push-ups in my life, so I think it can be considered as a personal record. So not impressive, but I passed the minimum push-up threshold. Now 2 minutes break and moving to the next one, sit-ups. Ooh. Alright guys, next exercise is sit-ups. So according to Navy SEAL physical test rule, your hands should be on your shoulders and you gotta touch somewhere between top of your knees and like 5 inch, anywhere 5 inch below your knees with your elbows. So 2 minutes. Time starts now. you just seen that. I think it's 55. And again, I barely passed the minimum requirement threshold. It didn't hurt as much as push-ups did. But anyway, if you weaken core, you're gonna get stuck after 30. So there is no way you're gonna pass this test without proper preparation. All right, and again, 2 minutes rest, guys. And we're gonna go to my little gym, and we're gonna overcome the pull-up bar and show what we're capable of with pull-ups. Let's go. You just seen that. My muscles are completely empty. 15 pull-ups, which is not bad. I just hit the lowest competitive threshold. I don't know. This portion of this set is designated for calisthenics guys, which I am not. So, final part of a set, 1.5 mile run. Whew, it's gonna be even more marvelous. All right, let's move on the track. Let's go. And final event of the day, 1.5 mile run. It's 6 laps on this track. So let's see how it goes. I'm gonna start right here and finish right over here. I predict it's gonna be a tremendous struggle. Okay, so let's get it started.
Halfway through. 3 more.
All right, my friends athletes. So, first of all, good news. I've passed the test,
And it was a little harder than I thought it would be. Run time is 9:25.
pretty decent, that considering that I haven't run probably like 7-8 years consistently. That was a real struggle. So what I want to tell you, first of all, stay fit, my friends. Do not rely on God, rely on your body, rely on your athleticism, and rely on your strength. It's extremely merciless test. I'm glad I'm qualified for Navy SEALs, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna apply for real. So first of all, guys, it's like this test is extremely versatile. It checks your swim ability, your breathing ability. You must possess extremely powerful cardiovascular system, as well as your muscle strength, your calisthenics skills. And very important, guys, before you start doing your run test, make sure you've done number 2 in the restroom, because it may be a tremendous fail. All right, I feel that my diarrhea is killing me right now. I could have done a little bit better, but no excuses. This is how it works. So we're gonna sum up all scores and make conclusions in next episode. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.
All right, my friends, and now I'm ready to discuss with you my performance. It took me a couple of days to get recovered, and now I'm ready to analyze it and break it down. So let's start with swimming. Like I mentioned before, I was completely confident that I would be way faster than competitive level at swim part of this test. So there is no problem. So let's move on and let's discuss calisthenics part of the test. I got 56 push-ups, which is a little bit higher than the minimum requirement, but again, I never done more than 30 at once, so I'm pretty happy with that over here. And then I got around same number, 56 sit-ups. I have noticed little thing for sit-ups, so I had my feet under the chair because that chair was wobbling, and due to that issue, I couldn't isolate just my abs muscles, and I had to engage extra muscles, which prevented me from doing more sit-ups. So there is a way how to do more sit-ups than I did. You have to completely stabilize your feet, ask someone to hold your feet, or put it under some sort of rack or some very heavy and stable thing. And pull-ups. Over here I got
the least competitive threshold, 15 pull-ups, which is pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with that as well. And run part, 1.5 mile run, 6 laps on the track, 9 minutes and 25 seconds, which is pretty solid. And if you really want to go to Navy, guys, make sure you're pretty comfortable with all those parts of a physical test. And take a preliminary test like I did, and it will give you a whole picture what to work on, what is your weak side, what is your strong side. To me, the easiest part was swimming, and I struggle a little bit on push-ups, so I know that I have to pay more attention on my push-ups. Everything could have been a little bit better, so it must be trained and it must be analyzed. Also, like I mentioned right after my run, this test doesn't forgive negligence. It's a very versatile test. It covers all areas of physical preparation. So if you hate running and you want to go to Navy, start running. If you don't know how to swim, hire a swim coach. That's it for now, guys. Let me know if you have ever taken a Navy SEAL physical test and what was your result. I'm pretty curious. Let me know in comments below. Also, stay tuned, healthy and strong, and I'll see you in next videos. Take care.